It's a little victory right there, as good as it gets. And Tom Brady, 6 Super Bowl championships, eye-popping. But when it came to his game on Sunday, the offensive numbers, not really eye-popper like he had last season. But when I take a look at what Tom Brady was able to do, drive the team down the field, whether it was to get that game-winning drive or to run out the clock to secure that win, when it comes to the Rams staying up at night, which one of those 2 drives is going to keep them up the latest?
Well, yeah, that's the one thing you have to look at. If you're the Rams, schematically you can deal with some of those things because you can say we can fix that, right? But physically, on that last drive when they took 8 straight runs and went 70-plus yards, took 3 minutes off the clock, and basically ran out of the stadium with the Lombardi Trophy. That was a crusher, man, because you had guys missing their fits in the run game, maybe trying too hard, maybe trying to make too many plays. Aqib Talib's a great football player, but he didn't want anything to do with that run right there on the last play. So that was the difficult part for me if you're a Rams player, probably, for the most part, because you're saying, I physically probably could have done a little bit more to get the – because really they got the ball back with 10. They were down 10 with 1 minute left, no timeouts. It's pretty much over at that point.
Yeah, for me, man, I think it was the first one as a defender. When they scored that touchdown, it's like, man, we're doing everything right all game. Yeah. And therefore, we give up those 2 big plays to Gronk and then the touchdown to Sony Michel. As a defender, I think that's what messed them up. And then for them that clock drive, really, they were already defeated.
Yeah, that first one just kind of caught him off guard. I think there are a lot of sleepless nights ahead for players on the Rams team, including their coaching staff. You heard Sean McVay say that he got out-coached.
Yeah.
In what specific areas do you think he's going to think about this game and be haunted to some degree?
Probably opening up more. You know, we know that they did well all year, all season, running the football, and then that predicated for them to do well in the play action. New England took all that away. They took every single thing away. For him, maybe I mentioned last night, I was like, why won't they just go empty and maybe let Goff just dial it up, quick game, try to get the ball to your receivers quick out in the open. Even put Todd Gurley out there as a receiver. Maybe they couldn't. Once again, everyone's speculating what happened, what's wrong with his knee. So I think just more so making another adjustment. Right, you want to stick with what got you there, the condensed formations, the crossing routes, the play action. But you should also have a backup plan. You should also be able to adjust within the game. And I think that's one thing Sean's probably going to kick himself in.
Well, interestingly enough, that's what the Patriots did.
Exactly.
They did exactly what you said, and they were able to kind of go outside the box and kind of pull on their experience of being in that situation and say, let's just do something we haven't practiced
Especially
before.
when Chung went down.
Yeah, exactly.
They had to switch the whole backfield.
Exactly. It was really good.
It felt like there were a few third downs late in the game in particular where it felt like you've got nothing to lose. Just take a shot. Find a way to get a bunch of guys downfield and just go for it.
Yeah, it was difficult because when Sean McVay, who is your rock, who is your guy that you've leaned on for schematic excellence all year, kind of gets you in situations like this. It was 3rd and 1, 3rd and 2. They expect man coverage. It wasn't man coverage. It was cover 2. Like, everyone in the league plays press man-to-man coverage on this down. You get the crossing routes. We're going to get some picks. We're going to get guys going. But they're just jamming people up and playing zone coverage. Goff had nowhere to throw the football, and that's where you hear Sean McVay make the comments like, I didn't put my guys in the right situation. But at the same time, you gotta rise above that. The cover 0 blitz where he throws the interception. Some guys can just check out of that play.
Right. You
not
see 0
throw that ball.
Right.
Yeah, you saw 0. Goff is back there. McVay's on the sideline. At some point, Goff has to take the reins and say, I have to win this football game, and they didn't do it.
Great game plan by
really
Bill
was.
Belichick and Brian Flores, however they distribute that kind of responsibility. And what a way to go out for Brian Flores. That's his last game with the Patriots after a number of years with them. He now moves on